He's such a lion searching prey. Sweet talking dirty on the floor. Look like an honest copy paste. Swarm around my head, look the way he goes. Buzzing like he thinks that he's my hero. Thinking of taking a break, shutting it down to refresh. Honey, it's all for the better. Oh no. So spit it out to my face, it's okay. I've been busy working late, unrehearsed in my face, like repeating my mistakes. It's alright, it's okay, there is no one else to blame. I'm busy loving myself. I've been prioritizing, and you don't make it on that list. Don't get offended, baby. It's just a self-reviving thrift. Swarm around my head, look the way he goes. Buzzing like he thinks that he's my hero. Thinking of taking a break, shutting it down to refresh. Honey, it's all for the better. Oh no. So spit it out to my face, it's okay. I've been busy working late, unrehearsed in my face, like repeating my mistakes. It's alright, it's okay, there is no one else to blame. So spit it out to my face, it's okay. I've been busy working late, unrehearsed in my face, like repeating my mistakes. It's alright, it's okay, there is no one else to blame. I'm busy loving myself. Ooh, yeah. Spinning it out for me, spinning it out for me, baby. Ooh, yeah. So spit it out to my face, it's okay. I've been busy working late, unrehearsed in my face, like repeating my mistakes. It's alright, it's okay, there is no one else to blame. I'm busy loving myself. He got it out for me, you know. He's such a lion searching prey. Sweet talking dirty on the floor. Look like an honest copy paste. Swarm around my head, look the way he goes. Buzzing like he thinks that he's my hero. Thinking of taking a break, shutting it down to refresh. Honey, it's all for the better. Oh no. So spit it out to my face, it's okay. I've been busy working late, unrehearsed in my face, like repeating my mistakes. It's alright, it's okay, there is no one else to blame. I'm busy loving myself. I've been prioritizing, and you don't make it on that list. Don't get offended, baby. It's just a self-reviving thrift. Swarm around my head, look the way he goes. Buzzing like he thinks that he's my hero. Thinking of taking a break, shutting it down to refresh. Honey, it's all for the better. Oh no. So spit it out to my face, it's okay. I've been busy working late, unrehearsed in my face, like repeating my mistakes. It's alright, it's okay, there is no one else to blame. So spit it out to my face, it's okay. I've been busy working late, unrehearsed in my face, like repeating my mistakes. It's alright, it's okay,
Hello, everyone. A big welcome to those that are in the chat. Thank you so much for being here early. And again, I see Masangu here. Good to see you, Masangu. Thanks for being here. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I completely forgot actually for a second. Hopefully you are surrounding yourself with lots of love today. And good to have you in the chat watching this live. If you are watching live, you'll see a chat box on the right-hand side. Please feel free to comment, to say hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And if you've got any questions, we'd love to answer them. And of course, if you're watching the replay, please leave a comment below if you have any feedback or comments or questions about what we're going to chat about. Hope everyone is doing well and that you're having a good start to the week. I taught my normal sort of load. I moved my Chinese New Year schedule to the regular schedule that I had before Chinese New Year because most of the Chinese students are going back to school this week. So back to a regular schedule, had a full load today. And yeah, it was a really good day. Also launched my course Going Solo, which has been really exciting to promote and to get lots of teachers in. And we're starting today. So been a really busy day, but always enjoy coming on live and sharing some tips and tricks for online teaching, ways to make money and build your business. So that's what we're going to chat about today. And I have a special guest, Ashley DiMercurio, from Your Reading Tutor. If you're on Instagram, please go follow her. She puts out great content about tutoring reading and also building a tutoring business. So go and follow her at Your Reading Tutor. Hello, Facebook user. So if you are watching on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/StreamYard and authorize Facebook to show your name so I can say hello to you. Hi, Katie from the UK. Good to see you. And I missed a couple here. Keishla in Puerto Rico. Hello, hello. Stephanie in 33 degrees. Wow. Yeah, that's what it is. Are you talking about Celsius? That's what it is here in Bangkok. That's pretty warm. Very nice. Keisha says she had 2 student no-show hour-long classes. Awesome. Hello, live well, whole, and free. Good to have you here as well. Yeah, continue to say hello. We're going to bring up Ashley. Are you ready, Ashley, down there? Perfect. All right. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, Tim.
Oh, so glad to. Yeah, we connected on Instagram. And by the way, Instagram is such a great community, isn't it, for teachers especially. So I always tell people, like, if you're not on Instagram, go on Instagram and follow me, follow Ashley. And, before you know it, you start connecting with lots of teachers within your, whatever you're doing. If you're working with a company or you're doing your own thing or you just need support and encouragement. So yeah, really awesome to have you here. We're going to be talking about ways that teachers can make money. And then we have a really exciting summit to announce at the end, a free summit, which is incredible. So many great speakers, myself included, talking about websites specifically. But we'll get a little more into that after we chat. Why don't you introduce yourself? And yeah, I actually don't know a whole lot about you, so I'd love to hear your story.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So I'm Ashley DiMercurio. My business is called Your Reading Tutor, and I primarily work with students in grades K through 6 in private one-on-one tutoring. I've also done group sessions, summer camps, workshops for parents or educators, and in the last year or so, I've started developing the other side of my business, which is helping more teachers learn how to teach online, learn how to grow a tutoring business, understanding more about social media and how to use it as an educator. Because I felt like when I first started growing my business, there was a lot of people teaching about social media, but not specifically like someone who was a teacher before or now, and how to really apply it to the education world.
Yes. So good. Yes. That's awesome. So cool that you're helping teachers to do that as well, because that's such a needed area. And, I kind of, when I was getting into it, like you say, I mean, I didn't have a lot of others to follow to figure out how to do it. So that's really, really cool. And so what's your teaching journey? You were a brick and mortar teacher and evolved into this?
Yeah. So let me tell you, it's kind of a fun story.
Okay.
I'll give you the quick version.
We like that.
But yes, I started as an elementary school teacher in a traditional public school setting. And before I had children of my own, I was more than happy to work really long hours and make teaching my whole life and my whole personality. But then, becoming a mom really changed me. I have 2 kids of my own. And after my oldest was 2, we decided that I was going to leave teaching, that I was just going to be a stay-at-home mom. And, I wasn't cut out for doing both. Teaching and being a mom was too complicated for me. I know lots of people do it, but I found it really challenging to split my energy and my focus. And so I actually left teaching, and I thought that was it for me. I didn't think I was going to be a teacher anymore. And I started working with just like a network marketing company for a while to bring in a little bit of money on the side. And that was actually really good because that taught me a lot about social media and networking, meeting people, talking to people. I started to get into like speaking, learning how to do presentations. And through all of that all of the networking I was doing, I just started seeing people teaching online. And I thought, well, maybe that could be me. Like, cause I miss teaching. I love teaching. But I didn't miss all of the, public school type stuff. And so on a whim, I applied to teach with VIP Kid. Actually, I was like, let's just see what happens. And they wrote back, and I went through the whole process, and I started teaching with VIP Kid. And it was really an amazing stepping stone for me because it showed me that children were learning online. Because up until that point, I thought online classes were for like college students. And, I couldn't imagine my experience as an online student was like going into the chat room, reading the lecture, responding. I'm like, well, that's never going to work for a kid. So, VIP Kid really showed me a whole new way. And then I started just a little side business of my own. After that, I was like, well, I have a niece that lives far away that I want to help with reading. So I'm going to learn how to teach her online. I'll start there. And so I only had a few students in the beginning. And then at that point, my husband was actually working outside the home, like in a full-time job. And we had 2 children now. And he actually lost his job. And that point, he was like the breadwinner, and my business was like just buying groceries kind of thing, So that was like a really scary time for us, but it actually ended up being a gift because what I did was I just decided to see what would happen with my business while he was looking for other work. And I just started growing really quickly. It really motivated me and lit a fire under me to earn income. And I was able to really quickly, just through social media and networking, no paid ads or anything, I doubled my caseload within like 6 weeks. And the following year, my business grew by 150%, and he didn't have to go back to work. So now we run our business together. We homeschool our kids. And my business is like a full-time income that supports us.
That's amazing. I love so many parts of your story, like how I think we can all look back on experiences that we had, good or bad, and see how they were real stepping stones to like the next thing and what they taught us. I mean, VIP Kid was a great job. It taught me a lot of things as well, and I'm sure you too. But it also kind of lit a fire under me to sort of think bigger and do bigger things. So so awesome. And I love that you, with your tutoring business, that you started with your niece, right? Someone that you knew. And I think that's the best place to start. So many people are like, where do I find students? I'm like, slow down, just work with who you know and grow from there. Learn the things you need to learn from the kind of low hanging fruits you have around you. And then,
your family and all of those teaching connections. So my first 3 students, I believe, was my niece, and then like a friend of a friend that I met through my previous network marketing business that I was doing. It was one of her son, and then my third client, I think, was just it was someone I went to high school, her daughter, so it was like people who knew me already. So I already had that, like, they already trusted me. They already knew me. They already trusted me from my online presence or from knowing me in real life. And that just really helped me to give me some confidence, to help me to work out the kinks of, what it meant to teach online.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think some people get so scared with ads and I need to run Facebook ads. I don't know how to
Mm,
do that. I
mm,
don't know who I'm targeting. And like the marketing seems so scary, but
mm,
there's countless teachers that I know that just like you have been able to kind of grow organically and
mhm,
double and triple their caseload and their income. So it's
mhm.
just so cool. And talking about income, let's talk about
Yeah.
just ways that teachers can make money, because you're
Mhm,
someone, and I myself as well, I've always kind of been entrepreneurial and thinking of
mhm.
like, okay, what's another stream of income? I've always tried to have sort of a stable income, but also growing things on the side. But there's
Yeah,
just so many opportunities out there. They don't all
right.
interest me, but they could interest lots of teachers just because of the skills I think that teachers have, right?
Right.
So,
Right,
yeah.
absolutely, and I think what you said about the skills, like, the first thing that I encourage people to do is to think about the skills they already have and really to believe that they're valuable. Like, I think
Yeah.
sometimes teachers, get messages that profession is not professional or as
Yeah.
valuable as other professions, and I think we're all
Yeah.
working hard to prove that that's not true, and, um,
Exactly.
we all
Yeah.
need to be treated as professionals because what the work we're doing is of great value, right? It is very
Yes.
important.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah,
s-
definitely. So
yeah, and
cool.
so think about like what are the areas of teaching that you really have loved, and
Hmm.
what if you could just do that one part? I think a lot of teachers often have to teach all the subjects when they're in like a traditional school setting, and very few teachers that I've talked to like teaching all the subjects. They maybe love science or they love math or love reading, so think about the parts that you really, or maybe you loved creating, you know,
Yeah.
fun things on Canva for your students, or you love creating Google Slides for your students in the classroom. Like, what are the parts you really love? And then there's a way that you can monetize that. Um,
Yes. Yeah. Give us some
so
examples. I'd love, what do you have? Like, what are some
sure.
examples of, yeah, what teachers, and maybe there's teachers in the chat right now, there usually
Mhm.
are, that are like, I mean, who doesn't want to make more money, right? And maybe there's
Right.
something that we haven't thought of, or you just, maybe teachers feel that they're just not able to take that
Right.
step for
Right.
whatever reason. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
what do
I
you see
think
teachers doing out there?
if you're not ready to go out 100% on your own, and start your own tutoring business yet, I do think starting with a platform like OutSchool, or we started
Yes.
with VIP Kid. There's other platforms out there. I think it's a great place to start because it lets you just get a feel for teaching online in a sort
Yeah.
of low risk environment.
Yeah.
And man,
Yeah.
OutSchool is growing like crazy, right?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, I've never been involved in Outschool because of where I live and the whole
Yeah.
thing with not being able to get hired, and I just sort of took a different direction. But yeah, I've heard good things, and so are you still with Outschool, or?
So I'm not currently teaching with OutSchool. My husband is actually looking into doing some classes on OutSchool because the thing that's really cool about OutSchool is um you can offer classes on things like you would never even imagine. Like
Yeah.
um there's like an Elsa dance party for preschoolers, or
Yeah. Yeah.
like my son
Yes.
has done a Minecraft club, and
Yes.
my husband is thinking of doing a class on how to edit your video game play.
Cool.
So there's just really cool classes, and it lets you sort of teach on something you're really passionate about. And when we get more into the summit, we're actually,
Yeah.
one of the speakers is going to be talking about OutSchool, and I'm really
Yes.
excited for her presentation. So I know a lot of people who have started there or on something like that.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Great. Cool. Yeah.
yeah, and
Outschool
if you're
definitely
ready,
definitely a great one.
if you're ready to jump out on your own, and you love teaching science, you love teaching reading, then starting your own private tutoring business, I think is probably the best way to earn money
Yeah.
online. I mean, especially now, like after everything that went on during the pandemic, people are used to learning online.
Yep. Yep. And what would you say to someone who's like wants to do that, but is scared or doesn't know where to start? We kind of talked about that a little bit with starting, with who you know and stuff like that. But is that
Yeah,
that's sort of what you did?
yeah, thinking about, what subject area you really want to teach, and like asking around and seeing if there's a friend or a family member, somebody who already knows you that would be willing to let you sort of work with them a little bit. And you could even start, you could offer something for free, like a free demo,
Almost like
or
almost like practice. Yeah. to sort
Absolutely.
of
You
get
could
your feet
even
wet.
put it out there, say, "Hey, I'm going to start offering classes online and I need a couple people to test out my lesson," and
Yeah,
when I first started my online business and I was trying to master reading assessments online, I put on my
yeah,
Facebook page, like, I need 5 kids to do a reading assessment on.
yeah.
And
That's
one of
great.
those students became a ongoing tutoring client.
Cool.
So
What do you use for resources for that, or do you use a curriculum like reading A to Z? What's your thing with your
yeah,
tutoring?
so I did take a reading interventionist course and got a
Okay.
lot of material through that. But I do also use Reading A to Z. I love them. I have some
Yeah.
resources from Hegarty
Okay.
and Brain Friendly Reading. So I sort of pull the different things I like from different places. But
Okay.
I'm definitely a science of reading tutor.
Yeah.
So, I follow like a systematic approach to
Okay.
instruction.
Great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone Andy's asking about all schools. So all schools similar
Mm.
to OutSchool. They have user generated curriculum and professional generated curriculum. So
Mm.
I have been hired with them, but not teaching. But yeah, if anyone's in the chat can help Andy out there, let him know. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else you got for ways teachers can make money?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mentioned if you're someone who it feels like super creative and you love working on Canva or you love working with Google Slides, like creating a place where people can purchase those digital products, and
Mm,
again, there are platforms to support you. So, like, if you want to start on Etsy or you want to start on Teachers Pay Teachers, that's okay to start there. And then you can also work on building your own website or using something like, Samcart, or I know there's another one I'm totally blanking on. It's something with an owl where you can like get digital products. Um,
you can even actually one of the like email providers, Mailchimp, actually lets you. A lot of them let you
yeah,
sell products right within your email marketing provider, which is kind of cool. So if you didn't want to
yeah,
have to, I'm not sure how it works because I never did it, but there is options where you can, you don't necessarily have to have your own sort of website. You can drive traffic to a landing page
right,
within some of these email service providers like ConvertKit, etc.
right,
So yes, I
exactly.
think so true. I think that's one of the best because teachers make so much stuff, and there is a lot of room to be able to sell that on your own. Yeah, Jasmine is asking, what if you're thinking to start your own company? And then she's got a comment here. I'm trying to start my own teaching platform. Yeah, that's great. You've got huge ambitions there. Go for it. Yeah.
Yes,
We don't have enough
absolutely.
time to cover the whole thing with that, but that's a big one. But I mean, good for you, like
Yeah,
start small and
right.
definitely if you're looking at starting your own platform network and you're going to need lots of support there.
Absolutely. And I think whenever you're starting a big project like this, any kind, starting your own business, thinking of growing your own platform, I mean, you're going to need to get all of your ideas out. So whether you're a pen and paper person or digitally, like
Yeah.
sometimes I'm probably going to say the wrong thing. I think it's called like the 21 list or something. It's where you list
Okay.
out like all your ideas and then you break them into chunks of like 3. Like, so I'm going to do
Okay.
3 things, but it can be really small. Like, I'm going to tell someone I'm starting my business today.
Yes.
Like that's one thing
Yes.
and you cross it off.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah,
you
I'm
know,
big on those, like, take action, just keep moving forward every day because,
right.
no matter how small the action is, it's better than not. And, it
Yeah.
really builds. And then you start getting yourself into a routine
Mhm.
and you start seeing results from those actions, which is just the biggest motivator to
Right.
continuing. So,
Right.
um, yeah, don't
Absolutely. Yeah.
don't get overwhelmed. Break it down into small things. I like that.
Right. And start
Yeah.
telling people, telling
Yes.
everyone, I mean, that's one of the things I work on with my clients is that everyone should know what you do. um,
Yes.
because
Yeah.
you want them to help you with the marketing, right? They can,
Yes.
if somebody says, I'm looking for a reading tutor, do you know anyone? You want to be top of mind, right?
Yes.
And
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
don't be afraid to shout it from the rooftops that you're starting this and you're excited about it. And here's what you offer.
Yep.
That's
100%. People will support you
mhm.
for sure.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
Uh, everyone's just listening. Let's keep going, and then we'll get into the.
Okay.
So what else do you see teachers doing? Products,
Mhm.
marketplaces. That's great.
Yep.
And what else did we talk about? We talked about private tutoring.
Private
Also awesome.
tutoring. Another thing I've seen teachers doing, which I think is amazing, is offering workshops to either other educators. So I've done a workshop on social media for other teachers who want to know what to post on social media,
Yeah.
or like specific workshop, like how to teach reading online or how to teach math
Yes.
online. But also you can offer workshops to families. So there's a lot of people homeschooling right now,
Yeah.
always, but especially right now, so offering a workshop to parents who are homeschooling on how to incorporate science into your everyday life, or
Yes.
whatever you love talking about and love teaching, whatever you feel is like your zone of expertise,
Yeah.
you could have a paid workshop. And I think that's a good way to get like a little cash injection, and give you
Exactly. Yeah, totally. And teach on
a little
something that
boost.
you're an expert on. And
Yeah,
whether you feel like you're an expert or not, as long as you know more than, you're a couple steps ahead of someone
mhm,
else, then you can totally teach on it. Um,
absolutely.
if we all started when we were perfect, we would never start, right? Like, so
Yeah.
that's not something that needs to be your limiting belief. So
Yes, I have taken so much messy, imperfect action. So if you're
yeah,
watching this, someone once told me like, "Oh, you seem like really confident," and like
yeah,
this whole idea of like it might maybe came easy to me. That's
yeah,
not true. Like
yeah,
my business is
yeah,
almost 5 years old now, and so my picture today, what you're seeing today, is different than maybe where you're
yeah,
starting. But I started where you did. I started with no clients. I started with,
yeah,
oh, is this going to work out? I'm nervous. I'm scared. I
yeah,
had to have people like rooting for
yeah,
me and helping
yeah,
me take those steps that were, messy sometimes. And I made
yes.
mistakes and I still do. So
Yes,
um,
totally. Yes, me too. Every
fail
day.
forward.
Yeah. Yes. Cool. Well, shall we jump into we could
Yeah,
maybe sort of blend anything else you were going to say into sort of what's going to happen in this summit. So guys,
definitely.
I'm so excited to share this because this is free. You have
Mhm,
no reason not to go. It's
mhm.
awesome. There's so many great speakers.
Yep.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm speaking. Like, there's lots of
Good.
other amazing. I'm just kidding. But there's
Yep.
lots of other speakers. I didn't recognize a lot of names. I saw Nancy Taylor is one of them. That's
Yep.
cool. She's talking about YouTube.
Yep.
But a lot of great topics just to help you kind of get going in your business, or if you have a business and you sort of want to learn from someone else.
Hmm.
Tell
Yeah.
us about it. Yeah, this is your baby. I'm super
It,
excited for you.
It is. Thank you. Yeah, it's called Teachers Make Money Online, which is not a fancy name, I guess, but I wanted it to be clear what we were talking about here, because I think right now we're in a funny spot in our world with education where um, education is changing, I think, and more people are looking for either a passion project or a side hustle, a way to supplement their teaching income, or they're feeling like teaching in a traditional setting is not a good fit for them anymore and they want to try something else. And so what I want to encourage teachers and show them with this summit is that if you don't want to teach in a traditional classroom setting, there are other options for you to use the skills you already have. So you don't have to go back to school. You don't have to get another certification or another training. Like, take what you know right now and start something where you're going to earn money online. That could either be
Yes.
your side hustle or grow into your full-time income.
Yes.
Um, and
Great.
so, oh, go ahead.
I was going to say I have it on the stream here. I can pull up the website. With that, we can kind
Sure.
of go through just so people can kind of see what it sort of looks like. So all
Yeah.
you need to do is fill in this little thing. And actually,
Mhm.
let me just pull up this. So I've made a little link here. So onlineteacherdude.com/make money summit will take you to the summit sign up page. And it's
Mhm.
here it is, 17th to the 20th. So that is this
Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
And lots of info here. Great speaker
Yeah.
lineup. You can see who's speaking, what the content is. So we've got someone self-publishing, low content publishing,
Yep.
scaling your business, read alouds and membership programs.
Mhm.
What else is here? You know better than I do.
Podcasting, online
Podcasting.
courses. Julie there is my VA. She helps me a lot with my business, and she's going to be presenting on 5 skills that you already have to make you an in-demand VA. I mean, that's another thing that's
Yes.
different than teaching. We haven't talked
Yes.
really about, but becoming a VA is a great way
Yes.
to earn.
Yeah, I know a lot of online teachers have kind of moved into that role.
Yep.
Um, hello, I need one, but it's just it's like it's a big
Yes,
step
yes.
to take.
There's
Um,
some great. Katie Geddes is speaking on OutSchool. I'm excited. Colleen Chrisman is someone I knew from when I was living in Vermont, and she is an amazing outdoor educator. And
oh
she
wow,
has, so she's going to be talking about people who maybe want to do more like nature school or like outdoor education programs. But her presentation, I was watching it yesterday, has some amazing nuggets for any educator, and anybody going out on their own, starting their own business. Some really great tips in there.
cool.
Yeah, so
Live well, whole free, virtual assistant. That is what a
yep,
VA is, virtual assistant. So
yep,
you would be kind of managing tasks that the business owner doesn't want to necessarily do or isn't skilled at or
mhm,
isn't in their wheelhouse, and you can kind of support the business
yep.
that way
Yeah,
with
and they do all different kinds of things for sure. Different VAs focus on different areas. So,
yeah.
um, yeah.
Jasmine, you've got lots of really great questions. We're not going to be able to tackle all of these right now with prices and students, but please
Mhm,
email me, and I'd love to help you out if I can there. Okay. My email's in the video description. Hi, Carolyn from
mhm.
Pennsylvania. Do you
Yeah.
need a feedback system built into your business platform? How do you know if your students like your lessons or not? If you're
Mhm,
teaching students independently, you can have you could set that up yourself, or I usually just have
mhm.
sort of one-on-one conversations with parents. What do you
Yeah.
do with that?
Yeah, and usually with me, my private clients, there's like a little bit of a cycle. You've taught, maybe it's through a semester or you're going towards a certain
Mm.
goal and you've reached that goal. And then you'll kind of know, like, if they decide to continue working with you for another
Yeah,
month, or another school year, like things are going well. If a client responds, like if I get an email and they say, oh, the teacher just was raving, about my child. They're doing such a great job. Thank you so much for your hard work with them.
Mm.
That's a great time to ask them, like, oh, thank you so much for the feedback. Would you be willing to write me a testimonial?
yes,
Because they're already happy and you need that testimonial, that social
yes,
proof for other people to see.
yes. Perfect, perfect. Love it.
Yeah.
Um,
So some other things I'm really excited about in the summit. We have Jill and Emily from the Tutor
I was
Success
like, wait, he's got
Academy.
the same last name as you.
Yeah,
That's
that's my
awesome.
husband. Yeah. So he does tech consulting, and he works with a lot
Cool.
of a lot of tutors and a lot of educators
Oh,
who.
there's a lot of topics in here I'm interested in. This is great.
Yeah, yeah. So there's
Awesome.
YouTube, there's email marketing, social media marketing. My
Yeah.
husband's speaking on tech essentials, making an online course. There's two people, someone's speaking on organizational tips. And someone is talking about using Trello for organization. Somebody commented, I
Yeah.
think, about staying organized.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so really great tips. And yeah, so you can register and it's free for each day of the summit. We'll have a group of speakers, and those presentations are free for 24 hours. So if you register and you want to hear, 3 practical steps to manage your energy, like, and you have a free ticket, make sure you watch it on that day. Okay. And
Mm.
then after at 9 a.m. the following day, the first day's presentations will expire. So there is an option to upgrade. I personally think it's really affordable and totally worth it.
I
And
do
if
too.
you
It's really,
if you
really,
do,
really inexpensive.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you upgrade at registration to the all access pass, then you get lifetime access to all the presentations. So you don't have to worry about cramming in 26 presentations in 4 days because that's a lot.
Right. Because I know I will not be able to watch them all on those 4 days. So I love that you've made that
Yeah.
option available. And I think it's $47, right, for the upgrade. Yeah,
Yep.
it's 14 to 17. So that's this. Oh no, sorry.
17th to
17
20th.
to 20. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
Yep.
Those 4 days.
Yeah.
Cool.
So
So
it'll
yeah,
be
this
live.
weekend. So
Yeah.
yeah, take a couple days to yourself and work on your business and
Yeah.
learn and choose the
Right.
speakers you want to go to. And yeah, so cool. Is it
Yep.
so it's not, well, I kind of know this because I did one of the presentation, but it's not live, right? So the speaker is not presenting live, but the
Right.
speakers will be in the chat and that type of thing.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's pre-recorded content
Which
and
I need to find what time my slot is again. But I know
yep.
it's
Yeah. Well, and the speakers, I'm asking them, I'll tell you this now, that just to be available on the day of your presentation, it doesn't have to be at a specific time because each day is going to go live at 9 a.m. that day, all the
all right.
presentations.
Okay.
So I've just asked speakers to sort of pop in once or twice throughout the day, check the chat section for questions, introduce yourself. But there's also a
Okay.
Facebook group for people
Right.
who are doing the summit. And that's another place to ask questions and network and get to know the speakers and their businesses.
Cool. Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hi, Renchi from the Philippines. Good to have you. Yeah, there's no registration fee. No, it's free.
Yep.
Yes, so you can go. It's just a free summit, and there is an upgrade ticket for $47 if you want the lifetime access. So
Yeah, and in addition to when you upgrade for the lifetime access, you get all the presentations, but several of the speakers have gifted different products or memberships as part of the
Right.
all access pass, and there'll also be 3 extra trainings, live trainings and panels with myself and a few of the speakers who are available. We're going to be talking about entrepreneur must-haves and learn from our mistakes is one of the other panels.
So that's in the all access pass.
And that's available to people who have the all access pass. Yep.
Cool. Guys, it's a no-brainer. Get the all access pass. You get so much more, and it's so affordable. But yeah, definitely if you are free this weekend, join the online summit, the Make Money Teachers Make Money online summit. And I've made just an easy link for you guys to just go to, and it's also linked in the description on Facebook and YouTube if you're watching. So yeah, hope to see you there. I think mine's on Sunday, so that I think. Can't remember.
Scroll down.
I don't expect you to remember.
It is. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Yeah. And you're going to be talking about a website that scales, which is awesome because so many people are blocked by the website.
Yes.
I don't know how to make a website. I don't know what it needs. Like, so your presentation is.
So I don't do the like choose this service because that is a whole thing, but I do share, just how I took my website to now generating revenue with ads in like just a couple of years. So what to put on it, and how to fall in love with it as a place where you're proud to share your website. So many people, when I ask them their website, they're like, it's not really ready yet. It's kind of But really, we should treat it like our home, right? Like you wouldn't say that to someone who wants to come into your living room. It's kind of messy. So that's kind of what I'm sharing about there. So
Right. Awesome.
Yeah.
I can see in the chat that Carolyn said she's definitely signing up for the all access pass. Yay!
That's awesome. Carolyn's
Smart
awesome.
educator right there.
Yes. Well, I think that's it. I don't see any questions. We did answer that one. And thank you, Ashley. You've just given lots of value, and I really appreciate just your servant heart to help teachers.
Yes. Well, thank you so much for having me and for participating in the summit.
Yes.
The speakers make it awesome.
Yes, for sure. Well, I know you're busy, and I hope you have a wonderful day and doing something special for Valentine's.
Yes, we're making some chocolate covered strawberries. My daughter is 6 and she's really into it. So
nice.
All
Thanks,
right,
Ashley.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, take care. Well, that's it, everyone. Thank you for watching, and I really appreciate everybody being here. I will be back next Monday at 10 a.m. Same time, same place. Hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to see you at the Teachers Make Money Online Summit. Have a great week, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day.